Hello everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center for WKYT. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're warm right now. There are a lot of folks that have been displaced because of flooding, and maybe they're not as warm as they should be, and it's tragic just seeing what's unfolded here across parts of Kentucky with the flooding. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at some of it. We're going to look at that, and then we'll go into the winter weather talk, because that's kind of the main attraction, because it's going to prevent a lot of forward motion going forward with trying to get back to normal. Let's look. This right here is a view of US 23 and US 119 in Pikeville. Okay, what's that? Just outside of the downtown area. Okay, let me make that clear. But anybody that knows that area knows that that water is, I mean, the river's there, but it's never that high. And yesterday there were times when it was still when it was actually in the road right there, and now that's high. It's highest it's been since the 80s. Okay, so now we're in recovery mode, trying to get that water down. There's no active what they call river flooding right now in the Pikeville area. The warnings have all kind of moved downstream from there, and that's some welcome news. I can assure you that. Right now, what we've got is a whole bunch of cold air. Temperatures down below freezing, and they're going to stay below freezing, I think, even for your daytime highs today. We're not going to get lucky at all when it comes to that. Here are our active flood warnings. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, they're all over the place. These are river flood warnings. Let me emphasize that. Let me show you who's experiencing it right now. We go out there to the east in the Leviza Fork, which is what was running through Pikeville. Notice there's no active warning right there immediately around the city. And then it turns the corner, goes up toward Prestonsburg, Painesville. But they're all experiencing some high water. And Tug Fork as well, over there into Martin County, some high-end stuff. And then also right there, close to South Williamson. The Red River, it's there in Powell County. It's there in Wolfe County. It's running high and causing flooding. It's not exactly where it's supposed to be yet, and it won't be for a little while. Then you're looking at the North Fork of the Kentucky River as well, right there, and the South Fork. The one through Jackson's the North Fork. That's what caused the problems in Hazard. It's gone down in Hazard as far as flood stage is concerned. And then you get it wrapping around folks there in Estill County, Booneville, Beattyville, Ravenna there in Estill County, and then along the Clark County line with Madison down in southern Fayette, and then around we go into Jessamine County and beyond. All flood warnings active along it. Some activity along the Licking River. Up there around Mount Olivet, that's part of the Licking River, and that's what they call the North Fork, and then the Licking River there through parts of Nicholas County too, and then Stoner Creek and Bourbon. Final stop takes us down to the Cumberland River. You can see the warning active along it as well. Now, here's the other stuff. From Tuesday evening through Thursday, we've got a winter storm watch. Now, a watch is always the precursor. You end up with a warning eventually, or a winter weather advisory, something like that will come along. This first little batch of snow you see out there in southern Illinois getting into Missouri, I think we might even get a few flakes out of that. There might be a light accumulator for tomorrow morning. It's just really trying to be aggressive and get in here. But the main thing is this. Okay, watch how this plays out. You've got that wall of snow that moves toward us and puts snow down on the ground. And it's going to put quite a bit. The bulk of this is going to fall on Wednesday, by the way. There you go into Wednesday 3:15, the heaviest push of that initial round is over, but there's another little wave that tries to develop, and as it comes together, it might put a little bit more on the ground out there. And then we wrap that up, but the bitterly cold air is locked in with us. We could go single digits, and we could have a lot on the ground. Now, this is our first call. I'm watching new data come in right now. We might make some adjustments to this over the next little bit, as we do. First call is always a preliminary estimate of how much snowfall we're going to receive, and then we tweak as we get a little closer. But I certainly think a 4 to 8 inch was going to be very likely. It's just exactly who is impacted the most by it. Hopefully it's a lot of the low wind stuff, because we certainly don't need any more. The more you get, the worse things can be for us around here. Let's look at some of the numbers out there as well. These wind chill readings, by the time we get into the heart of the snow, look at them. They drop down to single digits, maybe even sub-zero at times. And that continues into Friday morning. Now, Friday does look a little bit better for you overall. with this particular event. So there we are. I'm back. So with all of that being said, it went wonky on me over here. With that being said, we are going to put a lot of snow on the ground. 4 to 8 inches is a lot. There's some hints that it goes a little higher than that. So we'll be breaking that down over the next 24 hours or so, because it's going to start tomorrow night. The bulk of it. Again, a quick little hitter in the morning and then more later on in the day. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us here for a few minutes on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be back on television for WKYT News at noon. That's going to come your way at 12 o'clock. That's about 19 minutes from now. We'll see y'all.